Hello and welcome. Today we are doing a pick a card reading to see what the universe wants you to hear about money right now. This is a timeless reading, so anytime you find this video is exactly when you need to hear these messages. As we dive into this reading together, remember, as always, to take what resonates from these readings and leave what doesn't. If you are new here, welcome. I am so glad that you found this video and this channel. My name is Taylor Eaton, and I am a wealth activator, a money mindset and manifestation expert, a channel, and an oracle deck author. Now, let's run through the decks and their crystals so that you can pick your reading. Today we have deck 1 with black kyanite, deck 2 with carnelian, and deck 3 with peacock ore. We will be incorporating multiple decks into each of the readings, and I will be sure to list all of the decks used in this reading in the description box below. You can absolutely watch more than one of the readings if more than one deck or crystal is calling to you. That just means that there's guidance for you in each of those readings. So pause the video if you like, take however long you need to tune into your inner guidance, your guides, your higher self, the universe, and see which of these decks or crystals is just pulling to you, is just calling you in, is just lighting up your inner guidance. And then click the timestamps below in the description to jump to whichever deck or decks you are called to, and I will see you in your reading. Hello, deck number 1. This is your reading to uncover what message the universe wants you to hear around money right now. Now, a quick reminder before we dive in, I am currently celebrating my highest sales month in business ever, and to celebrate, I am running a giveaway where I am giving one person a free private reading with me. These private readings are so powerful. They are live between me and you on Zoom, and they are also typically only available for purchase via my Wealth Vibe membership. So if you want to enter to win, be sure to click the link below and enter your email there. Entries will close in a few days, so make sure to enter soon. All right, let's go ahead and move your crystal out of the way and dive right in. Let's see, what message does the universe want you to hear around money right now? Deck 1, kindred spirits, soul family, vibrational magnetism. Ooh, okay, I'm getting that you are right on the brink of making a connection with someone or a group of people who are going to help you get to more abundance. So Source is saying right now, my Arrow Collective's coming in and they're backing this up and saying that you have been on a new wavelength recently around money, whether it's that you've been upping your money mindset or you've been healing around money or you've been taking big actions. Things have been shifting for you with money, with career lately. And it's not by accident, it's because your energy is changing, your wavelength is changing, and you've been getting on this new wavelength that's drawing in people who they're coming soon. I'm seeing like 1 to 2 weeks from now, but there's a connection that you're going to make that's going to open up so many doors, so many opportunities for money. So the first piece of guidance here is to be open to new connections. Like, it's almost like the universe is like, because typically I have prompts for these readings, right? Like typically I have like more, it's not always these open-ended kind of like, what do you need to hear about money? Usually my readings are on a very specific topic when I do these pick a cards, but this one, it just felt like there were messages that needed to come through that were just like, they're not all related. And so this first one right out the gate for you, deck 1, is like, the universe wanted to catch your attention and be like, hey, be on the lookout and be open. I'm getting that in the past, maybe you have had connections or collaborations or business partnerships or relationships that have had money involved in them where things have not gone well, or you felt maybe taken advantage of, or you felt like the other person didn't pull their weight, or you did something that you aren't proud of and you don't want to hurt anyone again in the future. Like, there's different energies coming through since this is a collective reading. But I just saw 222 for you and 444. Oh my gosh, at the same time. One is the time and one was the payment that just came through on my phone. So amazing confirmation for you. Here's the thing. Wherever you relate on this, there's been some level of like going it alone. And you're not meant to go it alone anymore. Like, you're meant to walk with people who not only get it and get you and get what you're doing and get where you're going and the perspective you have on money. That's probably, if you're on this video, a little outside the norm. But not only are they meant to like walk that path with you and support you, they're also meant to open doors for you, is what I'm getting. Maybe quite literally for some of you, like having people who are walking with you, helping you open doors. Like I'm getting for some of you, are you opening up a store or hiring a team who's going to like open the floor, you know, like open the store in the mornings? Are you hiring employees, right? For some of you, this is, you know, for most of you, this is metaphorical. It's figurative of people opening doors for you, but you're meant to start quantum leaping into more money because of this wavelength you're on. You're attracting people who are going to help you quantum leap into more money, more abundance with the opportunities that they have for you to take advantage of. Like I'm getting for some of you, you're going to be connecting with really well-connected individuals, people who have a lot of high-powered, affluent, influential connections. And I'm getting that this connection, it's for some of you, it might be a very intentional connection. Most of you, this is going to be like a chance connection. This is like you're at the cafe and you bump into somebody and you accidentally spill your coffee on them and then they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And you're like, I'm so sorry. And then you start, oh, let me help you. And then you start talking, or they, you know, say something and you're like, wait, tell me more about that. And it turns out they have some sort of opportunity for you, or that you just hit it off. And then weeks later you find out as you're getting to know them and building this friendship or whatever it is that they are really well plugged into the industry you want to be plugged into, or that you're already in that you want to grow bigger in. Like there is some sort of, for most of you, this is going to be like a chance encounter that you could miss, right? And that's why this message is coming through of like, be open to a chance connection, be open to just kind of like looking at the world around you, not as like, who's going to get me to more money? It's not that energy. It's the energy of, there are endless possibilities around me, and so many people carry so many possibilities for me and for others, and I carry possibilities for others. And I wonder who I'm going to meet, who has some sort of amazing possibility for me, some opportunity for me that's also beneficial for them, right? Like I see this as a very mutually beneficial connection that you're going to make. This could be, right, and I said it could be a person, it could be a group of people, whoever it is, they're your soul family. They're on the same wavelength as you. You were meant to meet in this lifetime, is what I'm getting. You're meant to help each other in this lifetime, and you're finally ready, and they're finally ready for this part of your soul, your soul assignments together. Very cool. This could be, you know, like it could be you finding a mentor. It could be you joining a community. If you feel called to my Wealth Vibe community or to work with me at a higher level, I'll put those links below because maybe that's what's calling you. And I have a few spots left in my group mentorship. My private mentorship is booked out at the time. But my Wealth Vibe membership is like the most amazing community of hundreds of like-minded people. So it could be that if you're called to it, right? But again, for a lot of you, this is going to be like a chance encounter. So be on the lookout and be open, and don't just dismiss, or I'm also getting, don't get in your head and think this person wouldn't want to, yeah, I'm seeing 555 on my phone now. Don't get in that scarcity mentality of, why would this person want to be friends with me? They seem so cool. They seem plugged in. What do I have to offer? You have so much to offer. And your vibration is powerful. People want to be around people who are on that same wavelength, or one that lifts them up. So there's a lot of value you carry too. Yeah, we have the Champion card coming up. You are meant to do big things in this life. You're meant to have so much more money in your hands. Like even if you have a lot right now, you're meant to have even more in your hands to do more good with. You're meant to do big things. Whether this is, you know, within your industry on a global scale, or even just like in your personal life, in your community and in your family, you're meant to have a lot of money, to be well-resourced, to do a lot of amazing things, to be the most powerfully expressed version of yourself. And when you have more money, it's for the highest good of everyone else. So these people that you're going to connect with and have amazing opportunities for you, they're going to benefit. And you're going to benefit from being with them. Like I said, mutually beneficial. But this Champion card, this is from my Wealthy Woman deck that I authored. The Champion card is all about you receiving and having and flowing money for the highest good. And that's what I see you doing. That's what I see these doors are opening for you with these connections you're going to make. They're going to help you make a bigger impact in the world. And you're going to help the people who help you make the bigger impact. And they're going to help you make the bigger impact. It's just like, there's just such this beautiful synergy that I see between you and these people that you're calling in, which is phenomenal. You're going to feel so much more supported, not alone on your path anymore, which is just amazing. But you might have to like soften up to open up to that a little bit, right? Let yourself trust. We also have the Monarch card coming up here. The Monarch card is all about knowing your worth, knowing your value. And that's what I was just saying. It's like, that's all that's required in order for you to actually get what the most you can out of these amazing soul family relationships that you're about to cross paths with, is for you to know your worth as you go into them. Right? Like, so again, none of that questioning of who am I? Why would they want to help me? This opportunity seems too good. Why would they want to give this to me? None of that. Get in your power, know your worth. Like the monarch, like a monarch, a ruler, a queen, she doesn't doubt her worth. When people bring her gifts, when people want to support her, when people ask, how can I help you? She doesn't doubt that. When she meets someone who's interesting, she knows she's equally, if not more so, interesting to them. That's the energy for you to be in. And for you to actually honestly be practicing and be familiarizing yourself with and embodying more and more over these next couple weeks. I mean, honestly, next couple days, because this is going to happen quick for you. And when you have that chance encounter, then you'll be in that right energy to not only attract it even more fast, more quickly and more effortlessly, but also to be able to actually seize on it and be able to be the person who doesn't shut down the opportunities that are going to be given to you. Right? So very, very cool. I'm feeling called to grab one of my journals. We're going to go with the Way of the Wealthy Woman journal here. I have a journal that accompanies the Wealthy Woman deck, which are the last two cards we just pulled. And I've designed both my journals are designed to be kind of like an oracle in themselves, where you can flip to any random page and get guidance, whether it's a journal prompt, a quote, a meditation, a practice, whatever it is. So we're going to flip to a random page here in the Way of the Wealthy Woman journal, and we're going to see what comes up here, because I feel like there's something to take this deeper for you to integrate it. And then we'll pull a couple more cards to get any last messages for you. All right, I'm going to close my eyes and let's flip. Okay, we have this is beautiful. I'm seeing these journal prompts on this page here. So these two prompts are ones that you might want to write down. You might want to pause the video and journal on them now, or you can come back to them after this video is done. But we have, why does it benefit me to be more open to receive from others? Hello. Why does it benefit others when they can give to me? Right? So I'm getting this energy of like, I'll tell you this, deck one, you are such a good person. I can feel this in you. And the thing is, as good people, and I've had this illusion myself in the past, as good people, we're cognizant of our impact on the people around us, and we're aware of it, and we don't want to hurt people, and so we're always worried in some ways when we're not careful of this. We're worried that we're going to hurt people, but you don't have to ask yourself, like, if you meet someone and by chance they happen to have an opportunity for you, and then you start doubting, why would they give it to me? This is too good to be true. Who am I to receive this? I feel bad. I should do something nice for them immediately. And you get in that weird imbalanced energy. Like, that's coming from a place of worrying that you're not a good enough person to receive this blessing, or kind of that energy of like, who am I to get this? Like this is where then we slip into, it has to be too good to be true. It has to be a scam. And of course, use your discernment. Make sure you're not being scammed, right? But this is where we get into pushing people away and not allowing ourselves to receive opportunities, money, success from others. But you deserve it. You're worthy of it, right? Remember when I said you got to practice being in that monarch energy? But these are some really great questions to help you reframe why it's beneficial to receive from others, not just for yourself, but for them. Again, kind of going back to this champion card too. Like these are, of course, perfect prompts that we flip to. Because often, especially, this happens especially for women or in our society, but it can happen for everybody. But often for when we overgive, and we think we have to give so much to someone before we're worthy of receiving from them. But someone has to give first. And why can't it be the other person that you meet this time? So let yourself receive. You're worthy of receiving from this person, from this group of people that are on your wavelength, that are your soul family, that are giving you this opportunity on a silver platter, essentially, of like, here, do you want to be a part of this? Do you want this opportunity? Do you want this job, this promotion, this income, this visibility? Like, if it feels right to you, say yes. Don't go, oh my God, that's so nice. I haven't done anything. I don't feel right taking it. Queen wouldn't do that. Monarch wouldn't do that, right? So just some prompts for you to kind of feel into. Let's grab a few more cards here. I'm going to feel into which deck I want to pull from for you. Ooh, I'm feeling really drawn to over here. Let's grab it. I wasn't planning on using that deck today, but when it calls, it calls. Let's see. What else does deck 1 need to know? Wow, about money right now. Cultivate peace. Let's see what else we have coming up. I feel like there's a story here. We have embrace what is. I'm seeing a lot of birds on these cards, right? Even on your champion card back there as well. And we have bless your lovely self. Oh, look, more birds. So birds might be a sign for you, right? We have eagles. We have some more. These look like chickadees. Hummingbird. Not sure what these guys are in the middle. But we have quite a few birds. So birds might be a sign for you. Also, I just want to note, this black kyanite you were drawn to always to me looks like a wing. Like it looks like a bird's wing, right? So wings, feathers, birds, also, butterflies, ladybugs, all things of flight here, but especially birds seem to be a sign for you that the universe is trying to bring forth. And might be something related to the people that you connect with. Could also just be a sign leading you to the people or showing you like that this is the kind of person you were meant to meet. If there's some sort of bird or potentially butterfly involved or seen shortly thereafter. So just some signs to be looking for there, which is really fun. When we have cultivate peace, embrace what is, bless your lovely self. What I'm getting is that when we were talking a little bit about like, are you trying to give first before you receive instead of just allowing yourself to receive and trust that naturally other people will benefit from that and you'll be giving in your own special way. When we were talking about that, I feel like this is kind of coming in to back this up and saying that you get to be at peace with receiving because you've already done enough. You being you, your presence, your knowledge, your wisdom, your skills, like that's the people who you're going to meet are going to see that in you and be so taken with it. And they're just going to love you for it. And they're going to see the value in you. And they're going to love you for you. And they're going to know that you just being around is valuable. Even like I said, maybe it's just your vibration, the way you make them feel, the way you uplift people. I think it's much more than that. But there is so much that you're giving to them, right? Just by being there, just by saying yes to opportunity if it's aligned for you, right? Just by being in their world and connected to them. They receive so much just from you existing in their reality. And that's incredibly beautiful. And also getting the message that, especially with these like embrace what is and cultivate peace, I get that you've been giving your whole life. You've been giving your whole life in so many ways, even if it's been money, or maybe it's just been your time, your energy, your compassion, your empathy, your skills, your gifts, your focus. It's like you've been giving so much of yourself for so long. And the universe is saying to me right now, they're saying, you've given so much for so long. Like you've paid your dues is what I'm getting. Now it's your time. Like let the universe give back to you. Let the universe give back to you through others. Let others give to you knowing that the universe is flowing through them when it's in alignment for you. Like when it feels good to you, you get to trust that the people giving to you, it's in alignment for them to do so. That they're also benefiting from this because the universe, God, source is working through them and working through you. And you've given so much to the universe. You've given so much to others in your life. Now it's time for you to receive more. That's really exciting. That's really beautiful. I'm going to pull one or two last cards for you to send you on your way with an affirmation. This is my newest deck. This is my Cosmic Wealth Codes affirmation deck. So let's see what affirmation deck 1 needs to hear. We have, I dance with the cosmic current of abundance, embracing every ebb and flow with grace and gratitude. And then we have, let's see, I'm feeling one more for you. We have, my soul came into this life to experience limitless abundance. So, again, I just see that you have, you've done so much, you've learned so much, you've grown so much in your life with money, and you've just given so much karmically, energetically. You're such a good person, you're such a giver, you have such a big heart, but you're also here to do big things, and it's It's important for you to let yourself receive, because I'm getting the message of like, you don't have to save everyone. Sometimes other people, I don't want to say get to save you, but they get to support you. You don't always have to be the one giving and supporting. Sometimes you get to receive and be supported. That's what I get these people are coming in to help you do, to help you open up to receive and receive support, receive opportunities, receive wealth perhaps, right? Like, that's what those people are coming into your life. That's why they're crossing your path. That's why you are being sent them. And maybe it's because they're ready to give, and that's part of their soul's journey right now. But you right now, like, I'm seeing you moving into a chapter of receiving. Yeah, because your soul came into this life to experience limitless abundance. And it's like when I talk about this cosmic current of abundance, there is this ebb and flow. Sometimes we give more, and sometimes we receive more, and sometimes it's very even, and sometimes it's really seemingly unbalanced. But in the grand cosmic scheme of it, the more you give from a place of alignment, the more that the universe gives back to you. But it's not always a one-for-one thing in the immediate here and now. It's not always that the people you give to are the people you'll receive from. It's just, I like to look at it like you give to the universe when you feel called to give. You give to the people, to the activities, to the organizations, to the charities, to the programs, to the causes that matter to you, to the people in your life. You give where it feels aligned to give, when it feels aligned to give. And then when it's aligned for you to receive, and when you're ready to receive, you receive. But you're giving into this almost like, even though you're giving to people and causes and things, it's all part of the universe. So you're just giving to the universe, and then you get to receive from the universe. But it's not always that the avenues you gave to are the avenues that you're going to receive within. Sometimes they're very different things. So know that you've given enough to be worthy for lifetimes, is what I'm getting. You are enough to be worthy for lifetimes of abundance, of extreme wealth. Your soul came into this life to experience limitless abundance. Let it in. Start with these people you're going to connect with, your soul family that you're calling in. Let them in. Let them give to you. Let yourself receive money, support, opportunities, and see how that shifts things for you. See how that opens up so much for you. I am so excited for you. Again, be on the lookout for this next week or two. Be practicing being so aware of and connected to and deepening into your value, and knowing that even your presence is a gift. Allow yourself be open to making connections with people, and then let yourself receive. You've done enough. You've given enough. Let yourself receive now. It's your time. All right, deck 1, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment below letting me know what you took from it. Let me know how it resonated. Thank you so much to those of you who comment on these videos. Your comments, they mean so much to me. Even if I can't respond to them all, I try to read as many as I can, and they mean the world. So thank you. Now you are, of course, if you're not already, welcome to subscribe to my channel for future card readings for abundance and other tools for manifesting wealth into your life. And I will leave the link below for you to enter to win that free reading with me. I'll also leave the link to join me inside of the Wealth Vibe membership, which I have designed to keep you plugged into the energy of abundance with our endless resources, daily money readings, and our amazing community so that you can more quickly and powerfully manifest the wealth you desire. I know I mentioned my mentorship as well for you if that is calling to you, so I'll leave the link for that below as well. And I will leave links to the Cosmic Wealth Codes deck as well as the Wealthy Woman deck and journal that we pulled from, just so you have those tools for manifesting abundance at your fingertips if you want them. Now, with all of that being said, I am wishing you so much love and abundance, and I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye. Hello, deck number 2. This is your reading to uncover what message the universe wants you to hear around money right now. Now, as a quick reminder, before we dive in, I am currently celebrating my highest sales month ever in my business. And to celebrate, I am running a giveaway for a free private reading with me. These private readings with me, they are so powerful. It is you and me together face-to-face on Zoom for 30 minutes. They are also rare. They are typically only available for purchase through my Wealth Vibe membership, and I usually have a very limited amount of them available on my calendar. So this is just so exciting for me to get to open this up to whoever wants to enter to win. So if you want to enter to win this reading, be sure to click the link below in the description and pinned comment, and then follow that to enter your email on that page. Entries will close in a few days, so make sure you enter soon, but all you got to do is enter your name and email at that link below, and then we'll see who wins soon. All right, let's go ahead and move your crystal out of the way, and we are going to dive into your reading. All right, let's see. What message does the universe want deck 2 to hear around money right now? Tune your frequency, boundaries, magnetism, energy clearing. I'm going to get one more card out here. Okay, we have, wow, I see. Wow, beautiful. Heart activation, self-love, following your bliss, restoration. Okay. Deck 2. First of all, I want to make note of how amazing these two cards are together, just visually, like the pink on the sides here, the pink in the center here, these pink like rose quartz crystals. Beautiful. I love it. So much synchronicity between these two cards. So what I'm seeing for you is the universe is like, there is some tightening up to do on your energy around money, your boundaries around money. These could be self-boundaries. I see them more as boundaries with other people, or maybe it's like having boundaries that provide more of a work-life balance or something along those lines. But this need to have, kind of more, creating more space for you to pay attention to your wavelength around money, your energy around money, your thoughts, feelings around money, right? The background frequency that you're kind of operating on around wealth. And also creating more kind of space for self-care, self-love, self-nourishment, restoration, right? Replenishing yourself. I get that you've been working really hard. Even if you haven't been working, because this is a general reading, so there's a lot of different people tuning into this that I'm feeling your energies, but even if you haven't been working, like in a working, like traditional job or work role to earn money right now, I feel that you've still been working, like working on the inner work, working to manifest things, working on your budget, working on your spending habits, right? Like there's been some conscious effort. You've been putting a lot of conscious effort, maybe even physical effort into your job, into matters concerning your wealth, your money. And the universe is saying this has served you, but up until a point, right? Like up until a point. And now it's time for you to kind of rein it in a little bit. And I'm seeing you being asked to like kind of surrender to a season of rest. And I say a season because this can be very temporary. It might just be a few days. I'm getting like a week to a month of, doesn't mean no action around money, but just kind of like bringing it down a notch, softening, creating more space to relax a little bit more space to replenish, more space to take care of yourself, more space to kind of appreciate how far you've come, right? Doing this is what's going to really tune your frequency to a higher like upgrade around money. Because I get that like all this work you've been doing has been great to like kind of create the money you desire, but in order for the full magnitude of it to come in and actually manifest into your life, you have to be in the receptive energy for it, right? So this is all about kind of in a way getting in the receiving mode, right? This is something I talk about a lot in a lot of my different works and titles and in my Wealth Vibe membership, but it's like being in that energy of your divine feminine, meaning like, I think this is where most of us get stuck in life, right? And this is so much of what I've seen in we're coming up on 7 years of me doing this work and running this business and working with people of all levels of income and success. And what I've found is that most of the time, not all the time, most of the time in our society, we are conditioned to be way too far in our masculine around money. And that means that we are working, going so hard, or focusing on it so hard, even if we're not physically working on money or on our job or to try to manage our money, we are constantly like thinking about it or thinking about our to-do list and busy. And we're constantly in mental or physical or both action, right? And we're in that masculine energy, that masculine doing energy. And we think that that's what we have to do. And if the money's not here yet, we're just not doing enough for the right thing. No. Often you've done more than enough to manifest tons of money that's just kind of hovering, waiting in the wings to come in. And now you have to get into the receiving energy to actually allow it to catch up with you, to actually allow it to come in. So that's what I'm getting that the universe is like, whoa, cool it, chill out for a little bit, because you've done enough, you've done a lot. And now it's about letting it come in. Now, again, this isn't to say you just stop doing everything, you stop showing up to work, you stop running your business, you stop paying bills. No. But it just means the energy and the focus you're putting to it, just like bring it back, like even like 15, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50% back, right? Like somewhere in that range, 10 to 50%. Less of the pushing, less of the doing, less of the urgency, less of the mental action and trying to figure things out, and more just allowing the money to come in. And you don't even have to be like, I'm allowing the money to come in. You got to say, I'm setting boundaries for me to clear my energy, to lean into my self-love, to do things that bring me bliss and joy, to restore myself, to nurture myself and replenish and reset. And when you do that, your energy, your frequency is naturally going to rise, because you're going to feel so much more abundant when you're like not trying to chase money and not trying to even expect the money to come in, but you're just enjoying yourself, celebrating how far you've come with all the work you've done lately, whether it's internal or external work, and just being and enjoying and reveling in life. Just a little bit more, just for 10 extra minutes a day, an hour a day, all day on one of the weekends, right? Like actually allowing yourself to go there, right? Like that's really what you're being asked to do. That's kind of like, I almost am seeing like the universe is like, I can't give you any more money till you make space to receive it within your energy, right? So of course we have Sacred Stillness coming up. This is my Wealthy Woman deck. This is one of the decks I authored. You're being asked to get still. Like the cards really, like they can't be any clearer. There's so many cards in this deck and it's not all about stillness, I'll tell you that. There's some cards that are like, take action. And this is not one of them. And we have Prosperous Prayer coming up. So yeah, so this is like the guidance I'm getting for you. The universe is like, get still enough so that you can actually enjoy the present moment, so that you feel calm, so that you feel centered, so that you feel abundant in the moment, abundant in time, abundant in health, abundant in inner peace is really the big thing I'm getting for you, and doing things that bring you that. And in doing that, then all your prayers are going to get to be answered. Like you've done enough. It doesn't mean that you won't continue to take aligned actions. It doesn't mean that you don't continue to do things. It just means that you energetically and mentally create more space, more slowness, more just kind of a sustainable pace where you can kind of come back into your power, raise your frequency, enjoy the present moment, everything that you have created thus far and everything that you do have right now. All forms of abundance. And when you're doing that, then you're in the energy of abundance. You're no longer chasing, trying to get the money, which puts you in the energy of I don't have it, I have to get it, which is the energy of lack. And instead you're in the energy of abundance, of the present moment, of self-love, of appreciation for yourself, of gratitude for all that you do have. You're just in this energy of this divine feminine energy. And that's the receptivity. That's where the money gets to come. That's where all your prayers get to be answered. And from that place, you get to put out new prayers. I'm getting to. Like the prayers that you've been praying for, when you can actually allow yourself to go here, they're going to be answered. And then you get to lay the seeds of new prayers. You get to plant those seeds. You get to ask. You get to get clear on, what do I want to manifest next from here? What would support me even more? What would be, wow, that card went flying. Let me grab that for you. What would be even better for me from this place, from this point forward? And then, yeah, and we have the adventure. That's what just flew out. From there, you're going to be going on like a whole new venture. I'm getting that this is like, again, when I said a season of rest because it's temporary, it's like this is a very, I don't want to say a very short season of rest. I don't see that you're going to need to hustle the same way you've maybe hustled before or done as much as you've done before. I get that this is like, it's just kind of like you've done the big uphill trek, you've reached the peak, and now you get to kind of rest and allow things to come in, take in the view, manifest the wealthy desire into your life, let it come in, ask for new things, set your sights on a new adventure, and then embark on that one. But this is a period I'm getting for the next 2 to 4 weeks where you're meant to be recharging, right? You're meant to be recharging for whenever you hear this, because this is a timeless reading. You're meant to be recharging, recuperating, because there's an even bigger, greater adventure, more abundance available to you next, in the next chapter that you're starting. It's going to be so exciting, but you need to be replenished. You need to be restocked for this adventure energetically. So take that time to allow yourself to rest, to allow yourself to come back to yourself, right? This is really, the universe is just kind of giving me like a no nonsense energy right now with you. It's just kind of being like, look, I want to give you this money, but I can't give it to you until I know it's not going to burn you out, or you're not going to miss it if I try to give you a great opportunity with it. Like, I need you to be ready, because getting this money is going to unlock even more desires within you that are going to be good, and they're going to lead you great places. but I gotta know you can handle it. I don't want to give you something that's gonna freak you out or burn you out even more and you can't handle it. So let yourself replenish. If for no other reason because it feels good, but also because it's gonna help you be a match for that money coming in. All right, let's pull. I'm going to use, this is the Way of the Wealthy Woman journal. This accompanies the Wealthy Woman deck. And I wrote this journal to be used in sequential order, but also to be kind of like an oracle in its own right, where you can just flip to whatever page and see what guidance is meant for you, whether it's a mantra, an exercise, or some journaling prompts. And I just saw 1010 on my phone. It's a nice confirmation of repeating it. And it's the 10th of the month as I'm recording this right now, so that's pretty cool. Okay, 10, 10, 10. Let's, 10's across the board. Let's flip to a random page in the journal and see what's coming forward for you. Okay, what do we have today? Okay, sorry about that. I had to go change the battery because it was about to run out, but this was what we flipped to. So this prompt right here, this was a series of prompts, but we flipped to this one, which was based on the times I have or haven't trusted my inner guidance. What stories or beliefs have I created within myself around trusting my inner guidance about money matters? So what I'm getting for you right now, this is a journal. You can pause the video, you can come back to this, you could journal it now or later, or just contemplate this as I'm speaking right here. But really what I'm getting for you is that I think your inner guidance, your inner self, your intuition, your gut, your higher self, maybe your guides, right, has been asking you to slow down or has been asking you to get into this more receptive energy in some sort of way. Maybe it's more self-love, more self-care, more relaxation, more work-life balance, whatever it is. But I think you've been getting this message for a while. And I think you're probably already like, yeah, I have. And for those of you, if there's any of you that are like, no, then like just take a moment and think back on like the different signs. Has your body been giving you signs that you need a break? Have things been like, has your car broken down and trying to get to work so many times? Or has it been like the car broke down and then you couldn't get a ride and then you couldn't get the car back from the shop and it just like seemed like so many things that were trying to prevent you, like slow you down a little bit, right? Just a bit. Have there been signs for you to slow down, right? I think your inner guidance is asking you to, and it might be, and I get it because it's, again, like I said, we're so conditioned in our society that if we don't have the money we desire, we think it's because we're not working hard enough or doing enough or doing it right or doing the right thing. And there's just more doing that needs to be done. And if we can't stop the doing until we have the money we desire, but that's not true, and often that blocks it. So where are you not listening to your inner guidance? Why? What stories do you have from the past that it's not safe to trust yourself when your inner self says, slow down a little bit? Receive a little bit more. Rest. Relax. What stories come up? That's what that prompt, I think, is really trying to get at for you specifically right now. And that's a really powerful thing to look at. So I would recommend diving into that and exploring that to see what those stories might be. I just saw 1313 for you. It's important. Like, our inner self knows, our higher self knows, our guides know. Our body often knows before our mind knows that we need to slow down, that we need a break. And it's not that it's like you got to slow down or else everything's terrible. It's like when you slow down, the money gets to start coming in. You get to be more of a match for it. The ideas occur to you. The energy is replenished within you to take action on the last couple things you need to hit that milestone. Like the opportunities just magically find you. Like that's when it happens. So it's not even, it's like, can you let yourself believe that resting might be the missing thing that you're not doing, right? The lack of doing might be the thing that you're not doing to get to the money you desire, right? Yeah, 27, tend the fragile. You be so, so gentle with yourself is what the universe is saying. It's like, I get, because this message is so different from deck one. My readings are, for my Peacock Ore readings, usually have a pretty specific topic that I'm channeling messages around, but today it was like do just a general what they need to hear on money right now reading. And I feel like it's because we have these very, I don't want to say cautionary, because this isn't bad at all. This is a very encouraging message from the universe for you, deck two. But I think we just have these messages that we kind of need something like this video to grab our attention and stop us in our tracks and make us kind of switch gears or make us aware of something that we wouldn't normally be looking for because it's just outside of our normal way of approaching money or career or success, right? So I saw 15 on the clock for you. Lots of repeating numbers. We also have tell shame to suck it. Any shame that you feel around resting, relaxing, taking it easy, slowing down a little bit, taking your foot off the gas just a little bit around work or career or money or anything like that, and just having time for yourself, taking time for yourself, any guilt, any shame you feel around any of that, tell shame to suck it. That is just a voice in your head that is trying to prevent you from switching gears, because that means that you are doing something different. You are doing something outside of your comfort zone, which is the last thing your ego wants, because our ego, bless its little ego heart, is trying to constantly keep us safe by keeping us in what is familiar. So any fear or shame or guilt you feel around slowing down, resting, listening to your inner guidance around money, it's just because it's out of your norm right now. So you've just gotten out of the habit of doing it, I'm getting. So just allow yourself to be aware of that and move forward with it anyways. Say, like, I don't need this shame. I am deserving and worthy of resting and relaxing, and it's probably the missing ingredient for the next level of wealth I desire, right? All right, let's get some last cards for you. This is my new Cosmic Wealth Codes deck. Hello. This is your card. I open myself to the immeasurable possibilities that each moment holds. Like, that's really, I think, the big thing that you get to move forward from this point forward with, right? Like, as you get to move into this energy of, you get to relax because in any moment, anything is possible. But if in every moment you are taking constant action or overdoing things or overthinking things and never mentally and physically slowing down for just a little bit of time regularly, then what happens is each moment you are immediately narrowing down the possibilities, because you're like, I'm in constant motion, and so only things that are a match for my constant motion can occur in this moment, in this moment, in this moment. If you never slow down, you don't open yourself up to all of the immense possibilities. Like what I said about, like, let the money you've been manifesting catch up with you. It is so limited in the ways it can come in when you are constantly moving forward with a one-track mind and stress and that energy of not having it and I gotta get it. And it's like you're forcing the universe to try to deliver it to you through very limited ways, when the universe has immeasurable possibilities in the ways that it can deliver abundance to you. So when you slow down, you're not only becoming a receptive feminine match for the money you desire and all those beautiful things that we've said here, and recharging, which is also wildly valuable. But you're also getting into the present moment and really aligning with and opening up to infinite possibilities for ways the money could come to you. We often think the more we move, the faster we act, then the more possibilities we create. It's not always the case. Sometimes that is where we are and what's aligned for us. But sometimes it's also aligned to just slow down and let the universe open up to us. Let ourselves open up to the universe, to all the immeasurable possibilities that each moment holds to bring us the abundance we desire. With that, an unexpected phone call, an email, a random knock on the door, a chance encounter at the coffee shop, running into a friend who owes you money, who's happy to pay it back, running into someone because instead of working, you went out for a walk and you bump into somebody who has a job opportunity for you. Like, anything can happen at any moment. And when you're just zipping through every moment, blazing through it, you miss as many opportunities, right? So it's like you've done enough. Let yourself be opened up to and receive from the universe in the next few weeks here. And you do that by just like bringing your energy down just a little bit, just coming into the here and now, being gentle with yourself, taking care of yourself, tending to yourself, and doing it without shame. And from there, receiving your desires and then asking for more, asking for the next thing you want. Not from a place of lack, but from a place of what else could I create? What else could I receive and experience? And then go on that new adventure. All right, deck 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment below letting me know what you took from it. Let me know how this resonated. Thank you so much to those of you who comment on these videos. Your comments truly mean so much to me. Even if I cannot respond to all of them, they mean so much. So thank you for commenting if you do. Now, you are, of course, if you're not already, welcome to subscribe to my channel for future card readings and other tools for abundance And I will leave the link below for you to enter to win the free reading with me, as well as the link to join me inside of the Wealth Vibe membership, which I have designed to keep you plugged into the energy of abundance with our endless resources, daily mini money readings, an amazing community so you can more quickly and powerfully manifest the wealth you desire. There's also specifically some resources around the receiving mode in there, as well as past challenges where we've worked in depth with the receiving mode challenge with my favorite receiving mode practice that I do each day, most days. That's in there, and we're probably going to be revisiting that in a few months in there as well, but lots of stuff in there to support you with that if that calls to you. Also leave the links to the Cosmic Wealth Codes, Wealthy Woman decks, and the Wealthy Woman Journal in case you want to have those tools for manifesting abundance at your fingertips. With all that being said, I'm wishing you so much love and abundance and just replenishment, receiving in the present moment, deck 2. And I'll see you in another video very soon. Hello, deck number 3. Here is your reading to uncover what message the universe wants you to hear around money right now. Now, a quick reminder before we dive in, I am currently celebrating my highest sales month in my business ever, and to celebrate, I am running a giveaway for a free private reading with me. These private readings are rare, they are powerful. It is you and me live together on Zoom, pulling cards, channeling guidance for you. They are typically only available to purchase for members of my Wealth Vibe, and spots are usually very limited on my calendar, so I'm really excited to get to open up this giveaway to anyone who wants to join in. So if you want to enter to possibly win the reading with me, be sure to click the link below in the description and pinned comments, and on that page that it takes you to, you'll just enter your name and email, and that'll be it. So entries will close in a few days. Make sure to enter soon. All right, let's move your crystal out of the way, and we're going to dive in and see what message does the universe want deck 3 to hear around money right now. We have Pyramid, Amplification, Harmonic Resonance, Cosmic Union. Ooh, okay. I feel like something big is coming for you. I feel like that's been if there's any theme to these readings today between these 3 piles, I feel like the big theme is that something big is coming for each of you in this reading, in these different piles. But we're gonna get another card. Yeah, we have Dive In with Spontaneity, Adventure, Intuitive Jumps. Okay, so I want to point out here right off the bat, this is not something that usually calls my attention, but it's being drawn there, and I can tell it's for a reason. There is a lot of water in these images, and there are kind of references here to ancient structures, right? Right here with this pyramid, right? The pyramids in Egypt, right? So I want to just draw your attention to that. If this doesn't resonate, you can leave it, but I know for some of you this will, that some of you, this is starseed stuff. This is past life stuff that's coming up. And that there's some guidance coming forth for you from past life, from starseed energies, or just, again, ancient kind of ancestors, but I really see past life for a lot of this. Past life could have been somewhere ancient, right? These ancient ruins when they were, in their prime. But I get that whatever is about to happen for you, whatever's about to manifest, especially around money or career in your life, this is something that has been in the works for lifetimes for you. This goes beyond this life for you, is what I'm seeing. I get that over the lifetimes you've been amping up, amplifying your energy, your harmonic resonance with abundance, with the universe, with the fullest expression of your soul in 3D reality. And your soul's about to embark on a whole new adventure. Wow. There's one more card. I'm gonna get one more card for this, but it's I'm getting that some big opportunity is coming up, and it's the start of, it's a quantum leap. It's a quantum leap into a whole new life within this life, right? A whole new chapter of your life where a year from now, you're going to look back. I'm getting the next 1 to 3 months this is occurring for you. Somewhere in that time frame, because this is a general reading. 1 to 3 months, something's going to happen that you're going to look back on about a year from then and be like, that was the thing that changed it all, and I'm so glad I said yes to it. That's the thing. You're being asked to take an intuitive leap, a leap of faith, jump into something, and it's something that it's your soul has been waiting for this for lifetimes. This could be just it could be an opportunity, right, to be seen more globally. It could be I'm getting for some of you an opportunity to share your art if you're an artist and be wildly compensated for it. Landing big contract deals, big sponsorships. It's like a whole new level of fame, a whole new level of visibility, or a whole new level of responsibility, notoriety, and all the money and abundance and resources and wealth that comes with that. That's like a lot of what I'm getting right here. Interesting. I'm getting with this sweet surrender card, let it go, releasing earthly attachments, clear the air. In order for this opportunity to land for you, in order for you to get to the point where you can take this intuitive jump, and even when you take the intuitive jump, right, and you dive in and say yes, not knowing where this is going to lead you, like I'm getting like a job offer, a contract. I'm getting, for a lot of you, like I keep getting a new job. It could be, like a media feature for your business. It's something along those lines for most of you, like some sort of opportunity that comes along that's like, it's a big freaking deal and you know it. And you're not sure how it's going to pan out or where it's going to lead you or if it's going to pay off the way you hope it is, or if it's this thing that I'm talking about now, because what if it's this, but in 2 months, there's actually an even better opportunity. It's like, there's so much mystery and unknown on the other side of this, but as long as it feels intuitively correct to you, like jump is what I'm getting. But then when you jump and when you're thinking about jumping, especially when you jump, surrender and go, I've jumped and now I'm going to see where I land and I'm going to trust it no matter what. I'm going to figure it out and I'm going to trust that it's going to all be working out for me. And don't get too attached to things going how you think they're going to go, because I'm getting they're going to go in a very different direction than what you think. They are going to end up, I just saw it's 5:45 on my timer and 5:45 time-wise as I'm filming those. That's so cool. And just saw 5:45 repeating on my timer as well. So very cool. Some confirmation. But this is the thing, is it's like, surrender to the journey, surrender to the jump. All right. Surrender to just seeing where it takes you and the fun and the thrill of that, because it's going to take you somewhere awesome if you let it. But if you get really like weird and clingy to this needing to work out a certain way or make a certain amount of money or have a certain sort of result, then it's all going to just kind of fall flat on its face. And like, it's not that you won't have another opportunity to take one of these big leaps, but like, why not really ride this one that comes along? Why not ride this wave out, right? Yeah, this is really like, again, you're like, your soul has been waiting lifetimes for this. Again, doesn't mean that if you do get attached and you can't surrender to that, how it's going to play out after you take your leap, that you've ruined it. Now your soul has to wait many more lifetimes. No. Like, I see that you'll have more of these opportunities for leaps later in this lifetime for you around money and career. But like, this is the first of many, and it's like such an exciting one because it's the first. It's so exciting. And it holds so much possibility for you. And it's going to be so fun. Just let it be fun. Have fun with it. See where it leads you. Don't have attachments and expectations of how it has to go. That's the message that's coming through. We have flock together. 34, flock together. A lot of birds coming up in all these readings today. Where's your card? Yeah, of course. Expect a miracle with 42. Oh my gosh. Yeah, a miracle's coming. Expect a miracle. But it's not just like the opportunity. It's like on the other side of it, be surrendered around how it's going to have to look. But expect a miracle on the other side of it. Expect a miracle on the other side of it too. The leap it's one miracle. There's another miracle that comes after you make the leap and you're surrendered in it, because you can't even imagine. Like what I'm being shown so many different things, but mostly I'm being shown the energy of what comes after you leap in the next 1 to 3 months when the opportunity to leap presents itself and it feels right to you. I'm seeing the energy of it. It's like this bigness. It's this big blinding light that is so beautiful, so divine, so just like pure, so magical, like this sparkly feeling and energy from it. It's like this bigness, this miracle that it's like you can't even, I'm not being shown all of it because you can't even comprehend it. If I were to tell you exactly, I'm getting this guidance of like, if I were to tell you exactly what was coming, you wouldn't believe it. And then your lack of belief in it would mean you wouldn't leap and you wouldn't be surrendered when you leap. And then it can't happen. But it's like a miracle is coming. That it's like the miracle only exists on the other side of almost blind faith, of like blind faith in yourself, in your inner guidance, in your intuition. Right? So take the leap when your intuition says this is the right thing to do. But along the way, if you find yourself getting attached, clinging to being like, oh, I put so much on the line for this, I leaped, it's uncomfortable, I hope it has to pay off, what if it doesn't? And you start getting into that energy at all, into the doubt, into the clinginess, into the expectations and pressure of something playing out a certain way. Draw on support from others, right? Like flock together, connect with other people who uplift in your life, who trust you, who are like just your biggest cheerleaders, those friends, those family members. Connect with them, let them cheer you on. If you feel called to come connect in the Wealth Vibe membership with me and 200 other amazing people, just this like-minded community. So much support and beauty there. If you want that, that's down below. Also, if you want this at a very high level, my group mentorship still has some spaces available. So I'll put that link below as well. But there are a lot of ways out there, a lot of communities, a lot of people already in your life, a lot of online spaces, a lot of networks that you can tap into to draw support from, to help you stay detached, to help you know no matter what, it's all going to work out for you one way or another, that you'll figure it out and that it's all working for you. And help you keep the momentum of the leap and the excitement of expecting a miracle instead of going the doubt of is it going to come, when's it going to come, when you're midair, just flung yourself off the cliff and be like, oh no, is this landing going to hurt or is it going to be okay? It's like you got to know that you got to believe that it's going to be okay for it to be okay. Otherwise you tense up and you self-sabotage, you end up getting hurt, right? You can handle it if you get hurt, but you can also stick this landing. I know you can. I'm being shown that you can. But you got to be detached from how it all plays out because you can't imagine how it's going to play out. When you try to imagine it and predict it, you shut down the miracles because miracles are unpredictable. Something unpredictable. The freaking money miracle is coming for you when you take an aligned leap in the next 1 to 3 months. This is my Wealthy Woman Oracle deck that I authored, and this is the Wealthy Woman card. Like you are stepping into becoming the wealthiest version of you, and it's going to happen like that. There's the potential for it to happen essentially overnight. But again, mid-flight, when you're gearing up to jump, make that leap of faith. When you make the leap of faith, you have to be so embodied in your energy of, I'm jumping into a miracle. I might not know exactly what miracle I'm headed toward or how it's going to play out or when, but I know I am, and to move forward with that level of conviction. We also have from my deck the Pathfinder and the Orchestrator. Both of these cards are about taking action, taking very aligned, empowered action, right? And it's funny because the deck 2 is all about like, take less action, rest more. Deck 1 was like, there's no big actions you need to take. For you, there are actions to be taken soon. Like you are like, I'm seeing that it's this interesting imagery I'm being given. It's like you're running up the pyramid at this point where you can just go whoosh and leap into the waters, into the unknown. You've been gaining momentum. You're about to leap soon. And when you leap, and you can leap with detachment and with the support of others and expecting a miracle and just embodied in that energy of expecting a miracle, it's like you are going to be led to so many exciting things. You're going to start, when you land, you will start taking action. Like you're being asked to take action that excites you. It's not necessarily always going to be logical, but it should feel exciting, and that's how you know you're on the right path. An action that makes you feel like you're in control of your life, even though you're surrendered on how the universe is going to play it out, but you're the one calling the shots that you do have control over. So take a leap of faith. Get excited that you're going to expect a miracle. Be surrendered into how that miracle is going to play out, but know that it will. Embody that knowing. And when you land and you assess and you go, okay, I took the leap of faith. Now how's it playing out? Like I took that job across the country, across the globe. I said yes to that job that I left my job of 15, 20 years and now I'm at this new job, and that was insane. I didn't think I was going to do that, but I did it because it just felt right, and I took this leap of faith, and now what's it like once I'm here? What's it like once I've moved across the world? What's it like once I said yes to that TV interview on this huge network or this huge platform? Like once you do it and then you land, then start taking more action with that momentum. Don't stop. Keep going is what I'm getting. Keep going. Take action that excites you. Take action that makes you feel like the boss of your life, the CEO of your life, like the commander and orchestrator of your life. Keep moving. Boom, boom, boom. You're getting such amazing momentum and you're making a big leap. And when you land, hit the ground running. hit the ground running in the direction of what excites you next. And you just keep going, what excites me next? What feels exciting next? What makes me feel empowered? Let me do that next. And just little steps, big steps, go, 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 go. I'm getting that, like, the more you pick up speed once you've leaped and over these next few months, like, that's how, remember when I said a year from now, you're going to look back on this and be like, wow, that was the moment everything changes, because you're moving fast. This is a season, you're meant to be moving fast. You don't have to know what those actions are yet. You don't need the full roadmap. All you need to know is when there's a chance to jump and it feels aligned, freaking jump. And on the way down, surrender, enjoy the fall down, the flying sensation. And don't worry too much about what's going to happen. But once you hit the ground, then look around and go, okay, from here, from where I've landed, what excites me to do next? What excites me to do next? What feels empowering to do? It's just a 555 for you. Really exciting. That's how you're going to just completely change your entire life, your entire financial reality. It's just going to look wildly different, way more abundant a year from now if you can really integrate this. This is really powerful. Wow. And it's just like, I keep getting that this message is coming through, because it's like you don't even realize how close you are to being at a point where you're going to leap. And this message is meant to be like, hey, you're going to leap soon. Get ready to leap so it doesn't take you by surprise, so you don't just accidentally run off the cliff. Like, make it an intentional leap. And then, like, here's the instructions of how to make the most of it, right? So that's really cool. We're going to use the Way of the Wealthy Woman journal, and then I'll get one more card for you to wrap up the reading. But this is a journal I created to accompany my Wealthy Woman cards. And you can use it in sequential order, but I also designed it so that you can use it like an oracle in its own right. So we're going to flip to a random page and see what guidance you need to hear to kind of bring any more messages forward or integrate all of this. So let me get a hold of all these pages. I'm going to close my eyes and we're going to flip to a random page for you. Ooh, okay. This is interesting. This was in pile 2. So if you felt this card from the Wealthy Woman deck, so if you feel called to pile 2 and you haven't watched it, you could go check it out. Again, this is a very different message, but that might just mean that pile 2 might add like 2 to 4 weeks to the beginning of this timeline I gave you if both resonate. And you do pile 2 first, and then you'd integrate the pile 3 reading. That's what I'm getting for you. Very specific instructions of how these would resonate for you. If that resonates for you, always take what resonates and leave what doesn't, right? But if you weren't called to pile 2, that's not for you then, right? Okay, this is more, we're going to leave that there, but I feel like these almost prompts, these open-ended prompts are meant for you, deck 3. So remember when I said you are meant to be taking empowered action, you're meant to be taking action that excites you. Once you take a leap of faith and then land and assess the situation, and you're supposed to keep moving, I feel like these prompts are going to help you be ready to identify the most aligned actions to continue that momentum once you've taken that leap of faith. So you might want to write these down and save these, or bookmark, this reading and come back to it at this timestamp to come back to these. But I feel like these would also be really helpful for you to dive into now or right after this reading. So you can write them down if you like. You can do them now and revisit them in, like 4 weeks, a month, whenever you take your leap of faith. But these are really just getting you clear on what kind of actions are going to be the most empowering, the most exciting in general, like things to look for in order to get a clue of what to do next once you've landed and what the next aligned action is and the next to build that momentum of that quantum leap you're undergoing right now. So we have, I feel most like myself when, I am most inspired when, I am most confident when, I am at my best when. So just fill in the blanks with those. Let yourself free write. There's no right or wrong answers, but just see what comes up. It might surprise you. And also might just be a useful tool to look at later once you've made your big leap of faith and you're looking around like, whoa, I'm getting my bearings. What do I look for next? What's the next aligned thing for me to do? What's empowering? What's exciting? What makes me feel like the orchestrator of my life? You can look at those answers and be like, oh yeah, when I'm feeling like I'm organized, I feel like I'm at my best. When I am feeling like I'm inspired because I have, I'm writing, then maybe I need to write and I can find some answers there, right? Like, it can give you some good clues. So I really like that those prompts came up for you. Let's grab 1 or 2 more cards to round out this reading and close it out. Any last messages for deck 3? This is my new Cosmic Wealth Codes deck. This is a money affirmation deck. We have the universe has equipped me with all the tools I need to manifest wealth. I want to point out that she has wings. All right, this image, this cosmic woman has wings. You're about to take a leap of faith. How many times have I just said taking a leap of faith? I probably said it 30, 40 times in this video to you. How you're running and you're jumping off a cliff, you're taking this leap. You're not taking a leap, like this whole time I've been saying falling, and I even said at one point like that flying sensation. I wasn't sure why. This is why. You have wings. These could be, like again, we talked about starseed, past lives. These could be like energetic wings. I'm seeing it more as metaphorical wings. You have so many tools that even though this is going to feel like a leap of faith, and it is in a way, whatever this big opportunity is that you're going to say yes to and jump to, like even though it is a big leap of faith, you're not like completely unequipped to handle it. You are actually very equipped to handle it. You actually have been through some things lately or learned some things or grown in some ways that it's like they directly lend themselves. The tools, the skills, the knowledge you have is going to, that you've been accumulating thus far in your lifetimes. I'm getting, across all your lifetimes leading up to this moment. It's been equipping you to be able to handle, to be not able to handle, but also just like, again, orchestrate, be in total control of your descent, of your, I don't even want to say descent because that's a negative connotation, of your leap. And that is so beautiful. The universe has equipped me with all the tools I need to manifest wealth. The universe has equipped you over your lifetimes, deck 3, with all the tools you need to take this leap of faith and not just leap and fall and see where you land, but leap and fly and take off and see what that view is like. Wow. That's amazing. Like you are more equipped the universe just wants you to know, like you are more equipped than you realize. You're going to handle this. It's going to feel like maybe a scary, what am I doing kind of choice that still feels exciting, but really out of your comfort zone. But you're going to handle it so much more gracefully, so much more easily, so much more powerfully than you think you will. You're going to surprise yourself at how much you thrive midair. Right after this wild jump before you know how it's going to play out. So you get to be eased into that surrender and know that a miracle is coming because like you've been preparing lifetimes for this. This is amazing. And I'm excited. Like you're going to nail this if you let yourself let go and just trust that you've got this. And then wherever you do land, wherever you end up, wherever you fly to, keep going, keep the momentum going, use this momentum of this jump to propel you so that a year from now, 2 years from now, you look back, you're like, wow, that was the moment everything changed. That was the decision. That was the leap of faith that changed it all. And I'm so grateful to that past version of me for being brave enough to take that leap. And I'm so grateful to all the past lives and all the past experiences I've had that have equipped me and prepared me to soar, to fly. Amazing. Oh my gosh. This next year is gonna be a doozy for you, like in a good way. Deck 3, I am beyond excited. So get ready for a leap and be surrendered as you go, because you're gonna be able to fly, not fall. I'm so excited for you. Okay, deck 3, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment below letting me know what you took from this reading and how it resonated. Thank you so much, by the way, to those of you who comment on these videos. I cannot always respond to them all, but your comments truly mean so much to me. I read as many of them as I can, and I just adore you all, and I love connecting with you. So thank you if you comment on this video. Now, you are, of course, if you're not already, welcome to subscribe to my channel for future card readings for abundance and other tools for manifesting wealth into your life. I will leave the link below for you to enter to win that free reading with me that I mentioned earlier. I will also leave the link to join me inside of the Wealth Vibe membership, which I have designed to keep you plugged into the energy of abundance with our endless resources, daily mini money readings from me, and an amazing community of hundreds of people so you can more quickly and powerfully manifest the wealth you desire. That is a great place to be plugged into to keep your momentum and your energy around money going as you take this leap of faith. I'm like, this would be great for you if it feels aligned to you. I'll also leave a link to my high-level group mentorship if you want to work more closely to soar even higher and faster together. And I will leave the links to the Cosmic Wealth Codes deck as well as the Wealthy Woman deck and journal that we pulled from earlier in case you want those tools for manifesting abundance at your fingertips. So, with all that being said, I'm wishing you so much love and abundance and courage as you take this leap, deck 3, and I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye.